I put my giant bag over my shoulder, not realizing it would hit a handsome guy next to me and send him into a giant puddle. I'm so sorry. Are you okay?
Jeez, you carrying a body in there or something?
What? I only pack point shoes, every cute outfit I could find, and a small karaoke machine. It was on the syllabus. Hi, I'm Lily Adams from Los Angeles, and my parents are both the most boring people I know, but not my grandma. She told me these amazing stories of the time she was an extra in a Hollywood movie, and I would have been a star if it wasn't for the Great Depression. Lily, I need you to carry my legacy.
Okay, Grandma, let's get you to bed.
From an early age, she inspired me to be an actor. I couldn't get enough of playing pretend. When math classes were boring, I spiced them up by pretending to be a new student with a funny accent every day. I know that sounds ridiculous. It was, but it was also a blast. The drama teacher had seen me perform a monologue for the lunch lady and offered me a special scholarship to the world's most elite performing arts high school. You have what it takes to be a star, Lily. Those words were music to my ears, and today is my first day at STARS, or Special Thespian Academy for Rising Stars. But before I call lights, camera, action on my truly drama-filled story, please like and subscribe. Okay, now let's rewind to that puddle incident. Everyone around started laughing. I held out a hand to help him up, but he pulled me in with him, ruining my brand new shirt with Max Zantz's gorgeous face on it. And if you don't know who Max Zantz is, he's this teenage actor heartthrob I've been obsessed with for years. Hey, you ruined my shirt! But that jerk just smirked and started to walk off, flipping his hair to the side like he was auditioning for the role of Prince Charming from Shrek.
It looks better that way. Now, we're even.
But I wouldn't let him get the best of me. Not on my first day of school. Wait, there's an insect on your back. He started shaking and falling for my Oscar-worthy acting. I got it. And in a move straight out of a low-budget action movie, I grabbed him and shoved him back into the puddle. Now, we're even. Everyone started applauding, and I walked away. I stepped into school, feeling like I was entering a movie premiere. No wonder this place was so legit. The hallways were lined with red carpets, and everyone was dressed like it was the Met Gala. And I suddenly felt a lot worse about my ruined outfit. I hope you all have your rabies shots, because someone let a mangy dog in here. A manicured claw pointed to me, and a mean-looking girl peered behind it. You sure have a lot to say for someone whose entire body looks like a bunch of melted Barbies. What did you just say? You think you can mess with me, the most talented girl in school? Just then, someone yelled, "Dance battle," and a DJ in a disco ball appeared out of nowhere. I knew things here were different, but I never expected this. She came after me doing the coffee grinder, but before she could kick me in the shins, a strong hand grabbed me and spun me like a Russian ballerina, then pulled me into a romantic dip. I blushed with surprise and looked up at a handsome face. Wait a minute, I'm wearing that face! I was staring into the dreamy eyes of the real Max Zantz.
That's no way to treat a cute freshman.
Did he just call me cute? Somebody pinch me because I can't believe this is happening. Max, Rule 331 of the STARS Squad says you can't interrupt any dance battle once they've been initiated during school. That's the most ridiculous rule.
I wrote the rules.
I mean, ridiculously awesome. What is STARS Squad again?
It's the most elite club of students here who are most likely to be famous. Being part of it kinda guarantees an Oscar win one day.
Ooh, I want to win an Oscar and make my grandma proud, since she never had a chance to even get more than 5 seconds on screen.
Well then, sounds like Grandma would want you to join, if you know what's good for you.
He handed me a business card that seemed to glow. How was that even possible?
This doesn't look good in your hand.
Saying that, the boy I played Puddle Olympics with earlier blew a spitball and it landed on the business card. Ew! What's your problem, Jerkosaurus Rex?
It's actually pronounced Luke, and what's with all the interest in my problems? Is this some kind of strategy to get the conversation going?
He laughed at me and grabbed the STARS Squad card out of my hand.
Careful, Princess Puddles. People aren't always what they seem.
The name's Lily. Princess Puddles? Makes me sound like I wet the bed. And I definitely don't, for the record.
All students must head to the school theater immediately.
I walked down to the school theater when the principal entered, dressed like she was hosting the Hunger Games. Wonderful news, everyone. A director is here to choose a couple of you as leads for a new movie. You'll audition one by one, starting now. I look forward to seeing all that talent bubbling within you. And then we were called to show off our special skills. Everyone was so amazing. I was so proud proud of them. And Max Zantz was the plus. He danced with his squad, ending it with a human pyramid with Max on top. But as I was called up, I couldn't help but sneak a glance in Luke's direction. I was surprised to find his eyes locked firmly on Max. Interesting. I sang, acted, and danced my heart out like I was auditioning for the role of a lifetime. The director leaned in, clearly impressed, but you know what they say.
Why settle for good when you can go for great?
Lily, why don't you show us some stage combat? Oh, I could do stage combat. I saw the stagehand's janitor card in the corner with a mop. That seemed like the closest thing to a stage sword, right? I ran over and grabbed the mop and started twirling it around like a helicopter. But unfortunately, I realized the mop was just used because suds and bubbles started coating the stage. Uh-oh. Just then, someone turned on a fan backstage and bubbles flew towards the audience, getting it into everyone's eyes. Who turned it on? I bet it was Luke, just trying to mess with me. He was out to get on my nerves. As if that wasn't enough, I slipped on some suds and knocked the bucket over, flooding the stage. Whoa, whoa, ah! And I hit the principal so hard that her dentures fell out. Then everyone started laughing, especially when she fell down while trying to grab her dentures 7 times. I was sure I'd get a suspension when suddenly the director started applauding.
I've never seen such talent! What real chaos! And I loved every moment, and not a dry eye in the house.
'Cause everyone was crying from the soap, but I'll take it.
You are my leading lady, and for my leading man, Max Zantz! Thank you all for coming. That will be all.
I thought I was going to faint. I was going to be acting in a movie with Max. The next day we started filming, and pretty soon I did my biggest scene, and it was amazing working with Max. And then one day, the director gave me a role where I had to dangle above a tank of swimming sharks. I didn't have to act my way into being scared. Luckily, it came pretty naturally. But then, the director wanted me to show tears. So, I thought of the time I swallowed a fly and fell on a cactus, but nothing. Then, I thought of my handsome teacher getting married. Still nothing. Then I noticed my nail, the one I'd been treating with garlic for a month, had just broken. Tears flowed, and I was ready for my close-up. But the camera was not pointed at me, and I noticed that it never pointed at me, and always at Max. So I went up to the camera guy during my break, not to sound like a diva, but is there a reason you're not even trying to get any shots of me? The cameraman poked his head out, and I realized it was Luke. You're the camera guy?
Just doing what the director told me and following the real star of the show.
Please. You're probably just following Max because you spend all your free time looking at him. Do you have a crush on him? Luke turned the shade of a smashed tomato. Maybe I guessed it right. He stormed off towards the director. They seemed to be whispering and pointing at me and Max. It was definitely a little suspicious, but then suddenly a hand grabbed me and whipped me around.
Lily, your acting was incredible.
Thanks. Yours too.
So, I was thinking we should go out.
Did Max Zantz, the guy I'd fantasized about my entire life and had a poster of in my bedroom, just ask me out?
But you'd need to come to a star squad meeting first. I can't date anyone who's not in the squad. It's one of the rules.
Sure seems like a lot of strange rules.
It's discipline, and the greatest actors need discipline. Are you a great actor?
Of course.
Good. I need you to take Star Squad seriously. And since it's so elite, you can't tell anyone that you've been invited, or there will be consequences.
Consequences? Isn't that over the top for just a school club?
It's so much more than a club, Lily. It's a lifestyle. Promise me you won't tell anyone.
I started to feel a little weirded out, but then Max grabbed my hand and I felt better. Of course I can trust him, right? He's Max Zantz.
Then good. I'll text you the details.
And then he kissed me on the cheek. I don't think I'm ever gonna wash this cheek again. Ugh, Lily, you sound like a B-grade actor. He walked off and I was still dreaming of us getting married when another hand grabbed me and flipped me the other way.
What were you and Max talking about?
What's your deal? Is this some kind of strategy to get the conversation going?
So you're suddenly too good for a non-celebrity like me? Just because Max spoke to you?
Ugh, why are you so obsessed with him? I know you like him, but sorry to burst your bubble, he asked me to be his girlfriend. And a flare of, was that jealousy? Flashed across his dark eyes.
Whatever. Just make sure you don't feed him shellfish. He's allergic and will blow up to the size of a sumo wrestler.
Wow, I wish someone cared about me the way you do with Max. I just have to attend one of his weird meetings first.
He asked you to attend a meeting? Where? When?
Jealous much?
No, you can't go there.
He reached for me, but I threw his camera, shoved him onto the ground, and stormed off.
Lily, wait!
One night after filming, Max pulled me aside by the cameras.
Lily, I'm madly in love with you.
Oh,
Star Squad is happening now. Come with me. All I want is to be with you, but I can't until I know I can trust you. Do you trust me?
but I didn't know what to say. He had given me no reason not to trust him, right? Max grabbed my hand, but I looked for Luke, and he was nowhere to be found. I know, I'm confused too as to why I was looking for my arch nemesis of all people. Maybe I even kind of liked watching him get jealous of me and Max. Max snuck me out of the set and took me to the back of the school theater. Where is everyone? Then he pulled a prop bowling pin off a nearby table, and a trap door appeared out of nowhere. I peered down into a dark, bottomless pit.
This way.
I think I have goosebumps bigger than my eyeballs. I followed Max down cobblestone stairs to a dark hallway that opened to a big room filled with decorative giant theater masks where hooded figures stood in a circle around a stage. Max, this place gives me the creeps.
Welcome to our meeting place, Lily. Are you ready to take our sacred oath?
But I still don't know anything about Star Squad. What is really going on here?
It's simple. You join the club, I use my connections in Hollywood to make you famous, and you and the rest of the members devote their lives to the craft of acting by living here with me.
Living here?
That's one of the costs of being one of the greats. You live here, I train you. My dad started the squad, and I'm doing everything I can to carry out the vision and legacy he bestowed on me.
All hail Max Zantz!
I bring you a commune of actors willing to do whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes!
This kinda feels like a cult.
It's not a cult!
His anger overpowered me, and I was shocked. He grabbed my hand like it was the last piece of pizza at a party, tight, harsh, and with absolutely no intention of sharing. Max was a whole other person, one I'd never seen before. Maybe Luke was right.
Say that again, and you'll face the blacklist.
Blacklist! Blacklist! Fear the blacklist!
The what? Oh, Lily, what have you gotten yourself into?
You're nothing without me, Lily. Do you think the bubbles are what won you the lead role? No, it was that fan who made your audition what it was.
That was you?
I saw potential in you, but you needed a lot of help. You're not good enough on your own. But with me in the squad, you will see how truly amazing you can be.
Max had revealed his true colors, and let me tell you, they were off the charts Voldemort-level crazy. I don't care if his dad founded this group to discover world peace. This felt like a cult. I respectfully decline. Please, take me back to my trailer now. But no one moved. Max just looked at me with something sinister coming over his face.
I'm disappointed in you, Lily.
And then he snapped his fingers, and the circle of people grabbed me. Ugh! Let me go! This is illegal!
No one leaves stars once they've seen our secrets. Take care of it.
A long piece of black fabric fell from the ceiling, and they grabbed me and tied me up to it. It was like that scene I filmed earlier, but instead of sharks circling me, it was these crazy cult kooks. I rose in the air and felt like maybe I was about to turn into this cult's version of a piñata.
Release her!
Just then, Luke and a bunch of police officers ran in, holding up a badge. What's happening?
Max Zantz, you're under arrest for kidnapping, cult leading, and being a generally terrible person. What are you talking about? You're just Luke, the weird tech kid. No, I'm Luke, the undercover FBI agent. I'm a transfer from a secret intelligence school.
Wait, what? Undercover agent? No wonder he was so brooding and mysterious.
You can't arrest me. I'm the lead of the movie that's filming here. Actually,
And the director of the movie stepped out from behind him, also holding a badge.
the FBI's been suspecting you ever since we locked up your dad for the same thing. At least now. Ow!
Mind getting me down before you arrest him?
Let me finish my cool line first, Princess Puddles. Max, you'll finally be reunited with your father in prison.
The officers took Max away, and Luke finally helped me get down. How'd you know I was here?
I heard Max on the camera say he was taking you here, so I called for backup. We were right behind you the whole time. I'm sorry I didn't tell you.
No, Luke, and I'm the one who's sorry. I didn't trust you because I didn't know anything about you. Do I wish you maybe would have told me? No, duh, but I get why you didn't.
Well, now that my job is done, I guess this is goodbye.
What?
I transfer back to my special intelligence school next week.
And that's when I realized I didn't want him to go. He had my back for weeks and had tried to warn me. I was just too starstruck to listen. Plus, he was hotter than all of BTS on fire. I should have given him more of a chance. Maybe he sensed my regret because he grabbed my hand and pulled me close.
But it's actually a good thing, since I don't like to date on the job.
You mean with me? I thought you liked Max and were jealous of me when I kissed him.
I was jealous of Max because I wanted to kiss you. Lily, ever since you pushed me into that puddle, I literally fell for you.
I think that was the sweetest thing a guy has ever said to me. I linked my arm around his.
Wanna go see a movie sometime?
As long as the movie doesn't have Max Zantz in it, it's a date. And then he kissed me, and it felt like it came straight out of a fairy tale, minus the cult room vibes and those creepy theater mask statues in the corner. But hey, who cares? Love finds a way.